So now let's take a look at what the same situation would look like on a bar chart. So remember, a bar chart just has, an x-axis and a y-axis. But on our x-axis, we just have the different energies. And you can kind of see I've got some of that down there, but I've hidden it because I didn't want you to see what it looks like ahead of time. And so let me uncover the initial. So we just got the elastic and the gravitational, and it's got the kinetic energy there in the middle. So hopefully you won't see anything. And so it looks like this. So let me draw on here some useful pieces of information. So on the y-axis here, this is like 25%, and this is like 50%, and here we would have 75%, and all the way up here would be 100%. And so if I'm translating my pi into this bar chart, half of my pi is elastic potential energy, so 50% is how tall I made that bar, and the same thing with my gravitational potential energy, so that's why it looks that way. In the middle, I wrote down what's in my system, and so I put the brick, the spring, and the earth, and then I did the same thing where I thought about how much of my pi is my gravitational and kinetic energy, and I drew those over here. There's a place for thermal energy. Sometimes they're not labeled like this, and so you'll have to think about what kind of energy there is and label those appropriately. And sometimes you just fill them out. And so that's what it looks like. So there's some steps over here, and I kind of did those out of order here. List everything in the system. That's what's here in the middle, okay? Draw the initial energy states. That's what I did over here with the elastic and the gravitational energy. Draw any external or in transfers to and from the system. We didn't have any of those because it's a frictionless system. Everything's included in the system, so we don't have to worry about anything entering or leaving. All the energy is still there. And then I drew the final energy states right here. And then it says to write the energy equation. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at what energies I have before and what energies I have after, and I'm making sure they equal. And so another way that you could write that is I have 4 initially, and I have 4 finally, and those equal. And so I have checked my math, and that works out. Okay. And so where